What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, we got gigantic news to talk about. Gotham Knights and Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League being confirmed for DC Fandom, along with a lot of other things being confirmed for it as well. But obviously, this happened late last night. I wasn't going to make you guys wait, throughout the day for this third video, so I wanted to bring it to you for the second one. I mean, it is kind of what it is. Last night there was the poster for, I think the poster came first, and then the trailer came later, and people were saying, well, what can you read into the poster? And so, I guess the original idea for this video was going to be just speculating, because Harley from Suicide Squad is in the poster, and Batgirl from Gotham Knights is in the poster, along with, obviously, many other characters from the different things they're going to show. But obviously, from the trailer, we know, they're coming. We know we're going to get kind of exclusive looks. We know, actually, Gotham Knights' Twitter has reactivated, has entered the world yet again. Hopefully, we all gave them a round of applause for coming back, but obviously they posted the Court of Owls, so it's very exciting. Those two things are confirmed. The Batman showing a new trailer for that's confirmed. A new look, or a first look at Black Adam, and kind of behind the scenes stuff for Shazam and Aquaman 2. So it's going to be a pretty fun show. I'm going to do, as September goes on. In fact, I was planning it in my calendar that I keep in front of me. I was planning like second, third week of September. I'm going to start doing, weekly or even twice a week videos on just all things DC Fandom. And I'm still going to do that. I'll give you guys kind of a quick rundown right now on what I personally expect for it. For Gotham Knights, I guess number one, again, let's just kind of give ourselves a round of applause for sticking it out, for waiting, for correctly assuming, you could probably have seen me, right, in many videos. I've always assumed over the last many months that Gotham Knights and Suicide Squad was a shoo-in for DC Fandom. I know there were people kind of on edge, wondering if it could be there or could not be there, and I get that. I understand the skepticism based off of what they've done, but, I've always kind of held true and firm that it's going to happen. So I would like to, if you have that whiteboard of the Alex was right and wrong moments, I know there's a lot of wrong moments, but give me that tally for the right one right now, okay? Again, in terms of what to expect, Gotham Knights, as we've been saying, I really expect another kind of gameplay deep dive like we got last time, only with Nightwing and Red Hood. I think it makes sense. I think it is the closing chapter to the opening chapter that was last year, but something like that. Probably a new trailer as well. Honestly, I could literally see them doing the exact same thing they did last year. Another trailer, and then do another gameplay segment, but with the other two, show a new villain, and then hopefully, as I've been saying, my hopeful prediction is a release date. Not a release window, okay? I'm sick of those. I want a release date. Now, again, I get it, and if the game comes out like next fall, which I don't think it will, but if it came out like next fall, I don't think they would give an actual date. But if this is a February, March, April game, okay, I 100% think it's very possible we get an actual date. All right, so that's the first thing. Suicide Squad, I think, I was actually messaging Slickmuff this, or responding to his tweet on Twitter, and I said I really 100% think it's just going to be a gameplay trailer. Last year it was a cinematic. It was just all cinematics. You can kind of read into how we're going to play the game, but I think it's difficult because we actually haven't gotten like an in-game I would say like an in-game cinematic trailer, but that's kind of what the first one was anyway, a little bit twisted, but I do think it's time for just a gameplay trailer, 3-4 minutes, where you blend, a story, like a sequence of events that are going on in the trailer, but you also show some gameplay snippets, okay? I think it's about time for that. We could see, much like Gotham Knights last year, pretend Suicide Squad is Gotham Knights last year, where we see like a 4 or 5 minute, well, actually it was like a 3.5 minute, right? 3.5 minute trailer. It's got some gameplay in there, but it largely focuses on story and cinematics, so we would get that maybe, and then we would get gameplay. I do think we're going to see gameplay of some kind, and as I've been saying, I've never, I said this last DC Fandom, I've never been sold on Suicide Squad coming out in 2022. I know it's not reliant on Gotham Knights and Hogwarts Legacy, but those two things are games you have to keep in mind where they're going to come out. Again, I've never thought, ask me at any point over the last year and a couple months, I've never thought Suicide Squad is coming out in 2022. Same way I thought God of War Ragnarok, or God of War, whatever the name is, was never going to happen in 2021, okay? So we'll see. I would argue that we're not going, I told Slickmuff this, I feel like 2020, like at the end of the trailer, if they say 2022, I don't think that's the greatest sign. I feel like a window is more inviting. And then if they say like holiday 2022, that's better because it is a window, but that's also November, December, and that's very close to being pushed to 2023. I don't hope for it. At the same time, if you see the release schedule for games next year, it's literally going to be insane. It's not like, we absolutely need it. Take their time, make a good game, because it doesn't have the greatest, goodwill of the fans right now. So those are kind of the things I expect from those two games. Again, you got a lot of movies going on as well. I know there'll be the questions of, does WB Montreal announce their second game? The answer is no. Do we get Injustice 3? Well, again, the answer is most likely no for that, although not 100% certain. So those are a couple other things I'm sure people are going to ask. So those are my answers. Again, as we go further on in September, I'll kind of break it down. We'll talk about what I want to see from Gotham Knights and Suicide Squad. We'll talk about kind of release date predictions, stuff like that. So that'll happen in a few weeks. I'm getting it ready, and I'm planning it out in the calendar. So look out for that. And of course, on DC Fandom Day. Oh, which by the way, I'm sorry, I should have maybe said DC Fandom is October 16th. If people didn't know, and it's at 10 a.m. Pacific time, which is 11 o'clock a.m. for me, and it goes on for 4 hours. I actually adore the way they're doing it this year, because last year was very messy. I guarantee you they didn't get large turnouts for certain things they did, and that was mainly because it was just all over the freaking place. And I remember the game reveals were at night. Remember, it was or at least my time, it was like 5, 6, 7 o'clock when they showed some. I don't remember the exact time, but I know it was definitely later in the day. So last year was kind of all over the place. Remember that last year they planned several days, and the comic day got canceled, or I guess postponed for like a month later. It was bad. It wasn't really. Obviously what we got was really good, but the planning and execution wasn't very good. I like the way they're doing it this year. Kind of in the morning, afternoon, 4 hours, just straight through. Straight through. No, there's obviously probably going to be divisions of maybe movies first, comics, games, stuff like that, but I like the way they're doing it right now. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on, all that good stuff. If you guys want to follow me over on Twitter, or subscribe to my second channel, or support us on Patreon or YouTube memberships, links for all of them are in the description below, okay? Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. More DC Fandom and videos on all of this stuff coming very, very soon, and I hope to see you guys there.